Hello again. Today I will be reviewing the December Sakuraco box, Tochigi Traditions. This box was sponsored by WTK, thank you very much. And he requested that it be reviewed by either Beatrix from Granblue Fantasy or Lumine from Genshin Impact. And while I'm sure there's nothing Bea would like more than to eat a box of snacks, her wig is unfortunately undergoing some maintenance, so it's going to be Lumine this time. If you would like to pick a character that I review a box as, January is coming up, and that box will be up for sponsorship soon, and then you can pick the character. But for now, let's get started with this one. So, this box is full of snacks that are similar to things that I've seen in Inazuma, so let's talk about this. The first thing is Beko Ame. So these are little candies. And they're shaped like a bunch of different things. They're actually really cute. So they have different shapes. Maneki Neko, which is, you know, that little cat statue you see sometimes with the pop. Mount Fuji, a cherry blossom, a sumo wrestler, and a Daruma doll. The one I had earlier was a sumo wrestler. They're kind of small, so I'm not really sure that I can show you properly what the shapes are. Oh, this is the Neko. Yeah, they're too small, so you can't really see them very well, but he's cute. I wonder if they're all in here. Anyway, they're pretty good. They don't really have too much of a flavor besides sweet. They just kind of taste like sugar syrup, which for me is fine. I like sweet things. But really, they're like more cute than anything else. Apparently, these are a thing that's sold during festivals, so I guess that's why they come in the cute little shapes. But yeah, they're a traditional festival thing, and they taste pretty good, and they're adorable. Okay, the next thing was the tea, which, where is that? The bag is very small. Here it is. It's aged sencha. Just more green tea. It was good though. I mean, I like it. The tea is always nice, but unfortunately, I'm not really that great at talking about the difference between green tea. It just tastes like green tea. Although, yeah, since this one's aged, I guess it was a little bit mellow, which was nice. Now, this box always has the little souvenir thing in it, and I didn't open this. It's cute. It's a furoshiki wrapping cloth, and the only furoshiki I know is a character in Sumiko Gurashi, which I'm a big fan of, but apparently this thing is supposed to wrap a box. Like, you can use it to wrap gifts or bento boxes. It's actually pretty nice fabric. I do have a bento box somewhere, so I should figure out. They have little instructions on how to wrap a box in it, and I should probably try that at some point. So that'll be an experiment for the future. My arch nemesis. Wasabi mayonnaise peanuts. Now, I do try to taste everything, just for science. But unfortunately, like that other wasabi thing I had, I put this in my mouth and I immediately spit it out. It was very spicy and I don't like the taste of wasabi. However, I have a friend that likes wasabi, so I'm going to give these to that person so they won't go to waste. So I'm sure they're good if you like this kind of thing. I just really don't. So that's the only comment I can make on these. Blah. This was much better. Tochigi Lemon Yokan. I have never had this stuff before. This yokan, it was like, it kind of had a texture like red bean paste that I've had. It's in a block. It was just like a block. So, yeah, I don't even know. It doesn't even say what it was made of. Although it says it was sour, and I didn't find it particularly sour. It was just a sweet lemon thing that had a texture like a block of red bean paste. So it was interesting anyway, and the package is cute. But yeah, I kind of wish I knew what it was made of, because it doesn't actually say. It just says it has dairy and soy in it. That's unfortunate. Oh, I like these though. Anko donuts. So they have red bean paste inside, but they actually are very much like a donut, like a donut that I'd be used to. They have a nice texture, and they have, like, sugar on the outside. And then they just got some red bean paste on the inside. Yeah, I like these. They were nice cakey texture. Very like a Western donut, I guess. And then red bean inside, so that was neat. This thing was pretty good, actually. This was an uni rice cracker. So, if you saw my video from the Bokusu this month, you will remember that there was a really big rice cracker. And I was talking about how delicious it was, and how the texture was really nice, and how usually the Sakuraco stuff, the texture is not quite so good. It's usually hard as a rock. Okay, this proved me wrong. This was actually more like the one in the Bokusu. So, that was nice. It was lighter and crispier, and it had a nice kind of mild seafood flavor, because it's uni is sea urchin. And yeah, it was good. Not like overly fishy. I think I would have liked it if it were a little stronger, even. But no, it was good. Pleasantly surprised there. It was better than their rice crackers normally are. In my experience, anyway. Nikko Jingoro Senbei. This was just another plain rice cracker. It's not bad, but it's not exciting. It didn't really taste like much. It's really, really lightly flavored. A little bit salty. Although, apparently, this is from a neighborhood with a shrine that has, like, this cat carving. And it's named after the guy who carved the cat, and the cat is on the wrapper. This is part of their logo. Reminds me of that shrine where Neko is the provisional head priestess. Maybe that guy who's trying to carve her will get famous someday and have a snack named after him. I think he might like that. Anyway, just a rice cracker. It was good, but nothing exceptional, I guess. Now we're getting into the more exciting things. This strawberry tiramisu biscuit was pretty good. Apparently there's some kind of strawberry called, either the place that produces it or the berry itself is called a sky berry. And it's like a premium strawberry. And that's what's in this. It's a sandwich cookie with, the cookie is chocolatey, which I didn't really expect. And then it has like strawberry cream inside with that mascarpone, is that how you say it? The cheese that's in tiramisu. I think that's it. Anyway, it's pretty good. They always like putting these little sandwich cookies in there, and they're always pretty good, so I like that. This was really exciting. I'm usually not a fan of nuts, but this won me over. Amal strawberry almonds. So there's an almond inside it, but it has like a crispy outside shell that's really good strawberry flavored. It's actually a little bit tart. It's not overly sweet. But yeah, it's like a little shell that's crunchy on the outside and very strawberry flavored. These were really good, actually, so I will probably eat the rest of these later. There was two containers. But yeah, I've never had anything like this before, and it was pretty great. This was really good, too. Usually they don't have two of these, so I was surprised. You can see it's so cute. It's a little, like, pudding type thing. Strawberry and yogurt, piccolo dolce. So it's like, the white part is like that yogurt flavored stuff, and then it's got strawberry jelly in it. And yeah, I knew there was no way this could be bad, and it was very delicious. I'm kind of looking forward to eating this other one. I don't know. I wonder if you could unmold it. It's actually really cute, and I wonder if I could unmold it on a plate. I just ate the other one out of the cup with a spoon. But yeah, it was good. These are interesting. I've never had these before. Plum Rencon chips. So they're made of like lotus root. I wonder if those kids in Liyue Harbor that really like the lotus heads would like these. Lotus root is such a cool shape. Like, I don't know, I like the shape of it. They didn't really taste too much like plum to me. That's the only thing. Like, the flavor's not super strong. No. They just taste salty. They don't taste like plum. They're supposed to, but they don't really. They're a nice texture, though. They're pretty light and crispy because, you know, they're just made into chips. But yeah, I've never had anything like that before, so they're pretty interesting. They're a good snack. I like these. Maybe I should take some to Liyue and see if the kids like them. These things, they were good, but I had an unpleasant surprise when I opened it. And it made it kind of difficult to keep the package, actually. Yuba chips. I've never had this before either. Yuba is like made of soy. It's like tofu skin almost, and it's fried. And it sounded like it'd be really good, and then I opened it, and it's oily. It's so oily. And it got all over everything, and they were delicious, but they're a little bit gross to eat with your fingers, because it just got oil all over everything. So I don't know, I'm a little conflicted on this. I can't even say the texture was bad. I just didn't like the fact that there was oil all over everything. I really didn't expect it. They also just kind of tasted salty. It says it may contain traces of shrimp or crab, but they're definitely not seafood flavored. It says, yeah, a hint of salt. So, yeah, they tasted good, and they were very light, but I wouldn't call them crispy because they were oily, so they were a little bit soggy. They were weird. I don't think I would eat them again just because they're awkward. There was a chestnut thing this time. Chestnut manju. I only ate half of it. There was only one. I was surprised. It's so small. And there's more than one in the picture in the book, so that's disappointing. But yeah, it's got a chestnut center, which I didn't used to like chestnut, and it's grown on me. I like it now. So it's got sweet chestnut paste inside. So that's pretty nice. Especially for, like, Christmas season. That's a Christmas flavor, I think. This was really good. This was black sesame mochi. And unlike a lot of mochi, it was like a stick. It was just a bar. But also when I opened it, it had like paper on it that you couldn't take off. And I looked to see if they'd mention it. And they don't, actually. So I wonder how many people struggled to get that paper off. Or it looks almost like plastic. It's not. It's rice paper. And it's edible. If you've ever had... There's a candy called White Rabbit. And they're like these little milky... almost like toffee-ish things. And they have rice paper on them. And it's so thin that it's stuck to the candy and you really can't take it off, but it just dissolves in your mouth. It's edible, and yeah, you don't take it off, you just eat it. So I recognized it, but I wonder how many people were like, what is this plastic on my food that I can't get rid of? Anyway, besides that, it was really good. I love black sesame, and it was actually less sweet than some of the black sesame things we've had in here. So it was a very strong black sesame flavor, which I appreciate. And it was chewy, but not sticky. So that was really nice. These exceeded my expectations. There's still a lot left, I gotta eat them, but... Chili arare with peanuts. Now, generally the arare in these boxes, I haven't liked them very much. They've been a little tasteless, they've been hard as rocks. These are not like that. And also chili set me off because I'm not really very good with spice. These are spicy, but they're not too spicy. They're spicy in a nice way. And they're also perfectly edible for me. They're not hard as rocks. They're crispy. And they're like a nice level of heat. The peanuts don't really have any flavoring on them. They're just peanuts. So that's not very exciting. But the arare part of this is actually really good. So, color me surprised. Oh, and that's it. The end of this box. So, now I have to talk about my favorites. My favorite sweet thing. It's down to these two, honestly. But I think I'm gonna go with this. Sorry, black sesame. It was sweet, but not super sweet. And this was really delicious. If you like those kind of yogurty drinks, you'll really like this. And strawberry. Who doesn't like strawberry? There was a lot of good things though. The donuts were good. These strawberry nuts were good. Okay, my favorite savory thing might be a little harder. Because everything was like good, but then it had something that made me like this thing not really tasting like plum. It has a weird sour-y taste, aftertaste. But I wouldn't really call it plum. These were delicious, but oily. So unpleasant to eat. So you know what? I may have to go with the rice cracker. Basically never do that. But it was a good flavor and a good texture. I like seafood, so the sea urchin was nice. It was nice and big. It was fluffy on the inside, crunchy on the outside. Yeah, I'm gonna go with this guy. So that's it for this month. I hope you enjoyed the video as much as I enjoyed the box, and will continue to, because I do have some things left in here. So, I should have one more this month. I think I'm getting a Tokyo treat. So, join me again for that. And I'll see you later.